Is that Navia over there? Oh, it's been a while. Let's go say hi. Hey, Navia! What you up to?
Shh! Get lost, Monica! I don't want to see you back here until you're ready to wake up and start doing things properly! Right now, you're a disgrace to my kitchen and to the Hotel de Boer name!
It was an accident.
I'm sorry, did you hear me asking for excuses?
No,
Why is she so aggressive? She won't even listen to what the poor girl has to say. Oh, hey, cut her some slack. You gotta at least hear her.
Wait! Huh? Who do you think you are telling me? Wait a sec. Navia? So, you're bringing backup now. Suit yourself! You're still wasting your—
Savannah, is this how you always treat your staff?
My staff is right. I'm the one in charge here now. And last time I checked, the Hotel de Boer doesn't take orders from the Spina di Rosula.
Of course. How you run your kitchen is none of our business. But when a member of your staff is so overworked he becomes gravely ill, that most definitely is our business. We're going to stand up for him, whether you like it or not.
Overworked? I've said it before, and I'll say it again. If Vermont can't handle the job, then tough luck. There are plenty of other capable people I can hire instead.
but Philmont can do the job. He just...
Monica, back inside, now!
Huh? But you...
Just do as you're told, and not another word out of you. Come on, we have work to do.
Wow, what a horrible person.
Sorry. Looks like I've dragged you into some drama again. Her name is Savannah. She's the new head chef at Hotel de Boer. Ever since she took the job, she's been enforcing a brutal work regime and putting a huge amount of pressure on her staff. One guy was so overworked, he collapsed from illness. He's been bedridden for days, and he can barely even talk properly.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
At his family's request, the Spina di Rosula is trying to mediate on his behalf. We're not exactly making a ton of progress, as you saw. Savannah is adamant that Vermont's exhaustion and illness are our next thought, and that's why—
Oh, shoot.
Oh, no, not at all. And besides, yeah.
Paimon will join you.
Oh, guys, a really famous chef—
Sorry to interrupt. This is a small token from us. It's some...
Monica's the one apologizing? Huh. Clearly Savannah is the one who—
Our head chef has been a little highly strung lately.
All right.
Thank you for...
a little highly strung, huh?
Paimon doesn't get it. How did someone like her even become head chef?
Well, according to Vermont's family, she hasn't—
Oh, Paimon totally— Huh? Hold on, there's some— Find— Escoffier.
Escoffier? Could this mean—
Huh? You know that name, Navia?
Yeah.
So,
Well, for starters, she recreated the legendary Gâteau de— Safe to say—
Gâteau de Boer. That's the super exclusive cake that they only sell if—
Well, apparently, but none of the chefs had—
The Fortress of Mirabede.
Well, Escoffier didn't have to—
So that's what happened.
Even though Escoffier is no longer head chef at the hotel, she's— So, I'm guessing what Monica wants is for us to convince Escoffier to—
Oh, Paimon gets it! Monica wants us— It's simple. if the new head chef is stressing everyone out,
Well, about that.
You thought cream of mushroom soup was ready to serve after 3.5 minutes? You'd have had more sense serving hot water with ice cube. At least then you wouldn't have wasted all this perfectly good cream and mushroom.
I'm sorry, Cream. I'm sorry, Mushroom.
As you can see, Escoffier's that kind of chef as well.
You have to leave it on the heat for long enough to allow those flavors a chance to come out. Don't be fooled by the aroma when the water first starts to boil. Go
Yes, Chef.
Then go back and do it again. The customers are still waiting. Remember where you went wrong and don't repeat the same mistake.
Yes, Chef.
excuse us,
Waiting to be served? Sorry, we're pretty busy. I'm afraid you have to join the line.
Oh, no, we're not here to eat.
So you're not paying customers? Then I'm afraid the wait will be even longer.
It's hard to talk to Escoffier when she's in the zone. Let's take a seat. We can get...
Looks like the rush hour is finally over. Is it always this busy?
These days, yes. I'd say business has tripled since Escoffier joined as temporary. Well, in her words, the Hotel de Boer doesn't need her anymore.
I guess I'll be heading off then.
Wait, take these home with you. We can't serve them now, and there's no sense in letting them go to waste.
Oh, thank you, Chef.
For what? Like I said, I just don't want them going to waste. Oh, and tell Fiamma to get well soon, so you're not running yourself ragged every single shift.
Firmont. That's the second time we've heard that name.
He's the chef that fell ill from stress. Hilaire is his son. And with Mom stuck at home taking care of Dad, he decided to pick up some work to help pay the bills. Escoffier knows their situation, so she's been making some extra food every day for him to take home.
Hey, I heard that, Navia! I've told you before, no one's making extra food. Hilaire is making blunders in the kitchen.
Yeah, failed dishes that just so happen to be nutritionally complete every single...
So you two must be the world-famous traveler and his companion, Paimon. Yes?
Oh, so you know us already. We'll skip the introduction then. We're here to talk about...
Oh, I certainly am. The Spina's headquarters are right next to the tavern. And I've lost count of the number of times Navi has come to pester me about. But I don't work for the Hotel de Boer anymore. And being ex-head chef doesn't give me the right to interfere with that business. Besides, I'm the one who persuaded Savannah to take the job in the first place.
What?
Well, she was a much gentler person back then.
That's...
Honestly, I do wonder if she's just emulating me. I mean, I'm not the most pleasant head chef to be around either. Anyway, suffice to say that Fiamma and the others probably think that Savannah gets...
I wouldn't be so sure about that as...
She mentioned me.
Whatever shortcomings you feel you have, it looks like Monica still...
Monica.
Plus, it's not like we're asking you to storm in there and raise hell. We're only in the initial phase of our...
Oh, Monica.
I can't believe her! Powdered sugar is supposed to be applied sparingly. Look at all that unbelievable! I won't stand for this. She has to learn. Come on, we're going.
Wait, so now she's...
Let's go catch up to her. We don't want to keep her waiting.
She looks like... Is that a Escoffier?
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I messed up your order.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. Maybe the taste is a little off, but if...
But, please.
What the heck?
Get up, Monica! Can't you see that you're just making your customer feel more awkward?
Escoffier?
If you want forgiveness, then do what any self-respecting chef would do. Make the dish again. And this time...
Savannah said that I'm not allowed back in the kitchen.
That's some backwards logic? How can you...
We apologize for interrupting your meal, sir.
It's fine. With my layman's palate, it's not like I can tell the difference anyway.
Oh, well,
Gosh, that's pretty strict.
I mean, we all knew that it came from a good place, but these days, whenever... And it's only gotten worse since word got out that...
Monica, you don't need to call me chef.
Yeah, but through no fault of your own, that banquet was a...
Lumaline? What's that?
A new drug from the Fontaine Research Institute. Produced from an extract...
Oh, yeah, I've heard about that. They found out you can use it as a flavor.
They also found that, unfortunately...
Everyone knows that an all... But you took all the blame. And now look at you. A fry chef in the...
What are you trying to say? Sure, the Spina's Tavern is no hotel de...
Oh, the Fleuve Sandra, you say?
Monica, I'm fair. Besides,
If only...
I'm sorry? Do you have a problem with my conduct as head chef? So, you do... Escoffier?
what happened to you, Savannah? Why are you acting like this? When I turned this place over to you,
You made me the head chef and gave up your right to tell me how to do my... You're not the boss here anymore.
Whoa.
My God, have you grown a temper since I last saw you? Have you put even half the amount of energy into improving your cooking skills? Are you...
That's not a...
What
Ho ho! I was not expecting...
Huh? Fanagem?
Aye, miladies. Might I make a humble suggestion?
The traditional way?
That's right! I'm talking, of course,
According to legend, the founders of Hotel... The cooking contest would decide...
Huh. Sounds like they have...
Ah, well, it might sound that way to us. And indeed.
Reintroduction?
What say you, Escoffier?
Sure.
Exhibition. If we're going to battle it out, let's put it all on the line.
I don't want anything to happen to you.
But if you lose, you hand over the Codex de Board to me.
What? The Codex de Boer?
Only the legendary handbook written by the original head chef Modeste. It contains all his... It's the greatest treasure in Fontaine's
Present and former.
What do you want that old thing for? You have your own copy.
Don't take me for a fool. You know perfectly well what I want your copy. The original version.
I'm sorry, I must be missing something.
Stop trying to change the topic. What's wrong, Escoffier? Scared you're gonna lose to me?
Savannah.
Oh, I'm sure it won't be. And as for the contest itself, let's make it a bake-off. Gâteau de Boer, per the recipe in the Codex. Well,
You sound all right then. Let's see how much you've actually grown. I hope you surprise me.
believe me, I'll...
Escoffier, are you sure this is a good idea? You accepted her terms a little hastily.
Oh, it'll be...
I guess I'm finally on the right path.
So...
Well,
Huh?
Escoffier only picked up on it.
that...
Okay.
Oh, That? Well, back in the day, for instance, so rare was the Modeste and especially Modeste. He was hailed as a once-in-a-generation genius.
Ah, Paimon's heard this kind of...
What? No, of course. Anyway, never. And that was it. Even then, it's still.
Oh!
Yes, well,
Case in point. Even the gato.
Wait, really?
it did. But, like I said, it's so As for why we gave.
Oh!
Hey now, just think.
Anyway, before I left my.
Could it be...
Well, it was clear, maybe from her.
You.
What? Huh.
Who knows? It means besting her in this bank. However much she's changed since we.
Well,
Let's not. Now, if I had to push it.
Well, that's easy.
Well, I have heard the Traveler is.
oh, count me in too. Even if it means
Confident.
I've always called it chopping stuff up, not mise en place. But it's basically the same thing, right?
Oh, Navia. Looks like you found that easier than I expected.
Yeah, thankfully it was pretty straightforward in the end. You made it sound like we'd be carving statues out of fruits or something.
Well, brace yourself, because the next step is anything but straightforward. A kind of special food processor I got the Fontaine Research Institute to make for me. It uses cold temperature extraction to isolate the essence of cooking ingredients, which can then be used to flavor dishes more precisely. But this isn't exactly standard kitchen equipment, so that probably didn't make a whole lot of sense. Let me give you a demonstration instead.
Custom-made equipment from the Fontaine Research Institute, huh? That's some pretty high-tech food prep. Simon's never used anything this weird before. Cool. No, weird.
Up to the freezer! The device isn't cold enough yet. I need to reduce the temperature. A dash of frosting! And done. These are the flavor compounds extract.
Wow! Even the smell is so much more...
Absolutely not! Throwing everything in at once will ruin the I'll demonstrate again. Now. Slowly and carefully. That didn't count. I was... that didn't count. I was experimenting. And voila! Now it's your turn. Not terrible, but the Traveler's work was surprisingly good. That goes without saying. Still, credit where credit's due. Alright, now for the part I've been looking forward to. I want each of you to cook something from the hotel. That's right. How's it going? Have you picked a dish? Look at that! With the grace of a snow-winged goose, as I like to say. Now, let the grating commence.
Pretty good, right? Not to brag or anything, but...
6 points.
What? Oh, well, fair enough. Paimon doesn't cook all that often, so as...
That's 6 out of 100.
What?
You say you're a connoisseur, but it's quite clear from this dish that you have far more experience consuming food than creating it. By that logic, I suppose you think listening to...
Aww.
Oh, me next, me next. I'll have you know that this batch of macarons has 2...
So you went from 12 tablespoons to 10?
Aw.
Now to the final dish.
So,
This is our last...
8 points.
darn. That's barely higher than what we got.
Not exactly. The color is spot on. Beautiful aroma. Excellent presentation. I have to give this one 8 points out of 10. Maybe even 9 points.
Huh? How did you pull that off?
Don't get me wrong. There's room for improvement. But still, this is clearly the work of an accomplished chef. I can tell that you've put many hours of work into honing your skills in the kitchen. I can really taste the grace of the
Hey, you made that last part up. No way did you taste that.
Well, it looks like I lost fair and square. I guess you'll be taking the Traveler as one of your assistants?
But if it takes 3 chefs, that still leaves 1 slot remaining.
Chef Escoffier.
Oh, it's Hilaire. What brings you here?
I heard the news about the cooking contest. You're doing Gâteau de Bois, right? I was just wondering...
And you think you're up to the task,
Oh, no, I know I'm not there yet. It's actually my dad who wanted to help.
Firma. Last I heard, you could barely get out of bed.
Chef Escoffier, Navia, Traveler. Thank you. I've had enough of sitting around at home while you run yourselves ragged. If you...
Yeah, I was gonna
Don't you worry. The fact is...
Firma, have you even set foot in a kitchen since leaving Hotel de Bois?
I have not. But I'm fully rested now. Huh? That's strange. Why are my hands shaking?
What do you call this, Firma?
I can't...
Do it again! Again! Again!
I...
Hopeless. Get out of my kitchen yesterday.
Dad, what's wrong?
I don't understand. I was feeling so much better, and then I will...
Dad, talk to me.
I think the real issue here is not physical exhaustion, but psychological trauma.
Monica, when did you get?
Probably because you were all constant. But anyway, Firma, I'm so sorry. If only I'd known how serious your situation was.
You have nothing to apologize for, Monica. During those long nights of redoing every...
Oh, come on.
She sounds like the worst.
She's been getting harsher and harsher on us ever since she heard about Escoffier's new role in the Fleuve Cendre. Seems like no matter what...
What is this? It looks like a dog's been at it.
Then she orders us to redo the dish again and again, but we never know what's going to make her happy.
Do it again, do it again, do it again!
Every time you remake it, you just get another earful from her.
Either straighten yourself out.
So now, it seems like just picking up a kitchen utensil gives me flashbacks of her yelling at.
Oh, man.
The more I want to get it perfect, the more my hands shake, and the more scared I am of making another mistake.
How can you give up so easily, Firma? And even under Savannah, you talk about working late into the night trying to perfect your dishes. That...
I don't know what's come over me. When I think back, I just remember feeling like my heart and my hands were growing heavier and heavier as the shift went on. Each time I had to redo it. Maybe Savannah was right. Maybe.
Dad.
I see. Well, I will win this contest, and after that, I encourage you to approach Savannah and talk this out.
But what if you can't find another assistant?
You think being one person, even if I had to go it alone, I would present.
Oh, well, Paimon and Navia.
And so will I.
Yeah. And if worse comes to worse, we can always get the.
Actually, I thought maybe I could help.
What? Why didn't you say so?
I was going to, but then, well,
You do this for us?
All right, fine by me. But aren't you still working for
I know, but it's all right. I'm done with sucking it up. It's time to try and turn things around. If this cooking contest can get Savannah to see the error of her ways, then I'm sure she'll
Well, Paimon didn't think we'd be poaching from Savannah.
Great. Then it's being a sponsor.
Yeah! Feast!
All right, if you insist, then prepare for some of the finest food of your life.
Cuisine could be this good.
I guess I'm finally on the right path.
Why, Savannah? Oh, nothing. I was just I wanted to see if there was anything I'm missing. Something I hadn't noticed before. But I can't find anything. It's the copy I gave her not only has all the recipes in full, but even includes my own private tips and yeah, maybe. Still, it's just hard. We were. She was a little shocked. Those qualities are why I recommended her to replace me as head chef. I never imagined for 1 second that she'd call. Well, and the idea. I won. Yes, with his. The story goes that after Modeste unveiled his Gâteau de Bourg and was hailed as a culinary genius, he was admired and adored by all. But his newfound fame slowly drove him and Savelli, unlike Modeste, whose every new creation was an instant hit. Savelli seemed to face setbacks at every turn. Doors that, and with Modeste being whisked off to all manner of functions by his celebrity friends, people started gossiping about Savelli, and their relationship between everything came to an abrupt end, and that was it. One rumor had it that Savelli actually killed Modeste out of unlikely. Still, beyond a point, there's no way of knowing what truly happened in the past. Oh, and that's why I have to win this contest tomorrow. Then get the truth about everything that's been going on, even if it means cracking her. Really?
It's cooking contest day! To the Hotel de Bourg!
Mesdames et messieurs,
Savannah, I brought.
Monica?
in the interests of fairness, the labels will be placed out of sight underneath.
As one of the judges,
When both contestants have taken their positions, then, without further ado, let the Hotel de Bourg cooking contest commence!
Monica, even the best chef in the world can't flavor their food without prepping the flavor. Even the best chef in the world can't flavor their food without prepping the flavoring, right?
Alphonse? Gaspar? Get to work! Do not disappoint me!
Looks like our two head chefs are raring to...
A little amuse-bouche. That should be enough flavoring. Now hurry up and balance the flavors.
Come on, Escoffier! Come on, traveler!
The balance of flavors is about right, but the quantity is too low.
Alphonse! What are you playing at? That's not how I taught you to do it! Stop horsing around and do it again!
Yes, chef!
Oh, tension in the ranks on Team Savannah. Will this slow their progress?
Goodness sakes, Savannah, what are you doing? Oh, get it. I've got to focus on my own dish. Stay calm, Escoffier. There has to be a way to balance the flavors. Just think.
So, what do you think?
Escoffier is already on the final step of the recipe.
I think this flavor profile is still a little bit off.
Enough! Useless! Both of you, make like an egg and beat it! I'll do it myself.
You can't match Escoffier's talent.
I present to you Gâteau de Bourg.
Time's up! Contestants, please take your dishes to the back.
We both made the same dish after all. For all her flaws, Savannah's a talented chef who earned my
Whoa! This is really rather good.
Wonderfully soft and fluffy.
I would give this one at least 9.9 out of 10, only because there's something about the flavor of the base.
Huh? Really?
All right, on to gâteau number 2. I haven't had a single bite and already...
I have a feeling that this gâteau will be a gâteau for the ages.
How exciting! I think
Not just the sugar, it's the flavors too.
It appears the decision is unanimous.
And Paimon thought this might actually be close. Turns out she can't bake to save her life.
Something's not right here. Savannah may not be perfect, but no way is she this sloppy.
I can now declare that the creator of the first gâteau...
What? It's Savannah?
No.
Hey, Savannah! You cheated, didn't you? You cheater! What did you do? Oh, you swapped the plates, didn't you?
Well, someone's a sore loser. These cakes went from the oven to the judge's table without me ever laying a finger on them. It was Primogems' staff who labeled them in the Isn't it more likely that Escoffier's lost her edge?
You judges, we demand...
That's enough! As head chef, or rather as Team Savannah, I didn't think...
I don't know what you're...
If you want the Codex to bore that much...
Scoffing?
But you must promise me that you'll apologize to Firma and compensate him for everything.
It's a little late to be negotiating
Look, Savannah, you may have fooled everyone else, but can you really fool yourself? What I'm offering is to accept defeat without looking to expose what you've done. But only on the condition that you promise to stop putting so much pressure on your staff.
Fine. I'll treat this as your final handover of duties from one head chef to the next. So, will that be all, ex-head chef?
I didn't mean that to be a scolding from your former boss. Just a word of advice from a fellow chef and a friend. But I don't know if you're even open to input from other people anymore.
I know what I'm doing.
All right, fine. I'm glad to hear.
Escoffier?
The Codex de Boer! Finally.
Escoffier? How could you let her get away with this?
Yeah! The Codex is... a souvenir of your...
It's all right. It was just a bake-off, not the end of the world. Besides, it's not all bad. She agreed to compensate Firma. Honestly, if I'd have known that giving her the Codex would solve everything...
No. No!
Huh?
That's it? No secrets, no nothing? I don't believe it! This can't be happening.
Oh, Chef Savannah!
Savannah?
It's nothing life-threatening. Just a lot of...
Oh, I knew it.
Pent-up stress?
The truth is, however hard she might be on the
Yes, there are nights when she makes us redo things over and over into the wee hours. But for her, it's every night. She'll hide herself away in the kitchen, working on new techniques and recipes, and only realize how long she's been at it when we come to work the following...
But why?
Our best guess is she doesn't want to be seen as less of a chef than Escoffier.
And there it...
Even so, that's no excuse for taking her anger out on the rest of you.
Yeah! And it's definitely no excuse for cheating in the cooking contest.
About that, we honestly have no idea how she did it. We were focused on our own work the whole time.
Leone and Algalia were the ones I tasked with labeling the cakes. I've already...
Not to worry. Come on, join...
Well, how is it?
Oh, this is aggravated assault on my palate. I'd rather eat wet cement than this.
Is it really that bad? I made sure the taste tested before it was served.
Oh, relax. This isn't your cake. Savannah never switched the plate. The offending flavors are coming from in between the icing and the cake base. Or in other words, we have a traitor in our midst.
I'm sorry. It was Chef Savannah. She said if I didn't cooperate, she would...
Calm down, Monica. I've already accepted defeat. Whatever's going on with you, just spill the beans.
I was the one who caused the food safety incident that one time.
Food safety? Wait, you mean the...
I think so. Savannah and I... But I swear I didn't do it on purpose. But the last thing I expected was for Savannah to use it as leverage to blackmail me with...
This is crazy! So Savannah pressured you into sabotaging Escoffier's cake by threatening to expose your secret if you didn't?
I know, it's terrible. I thought Escoffier would hate my guts if she ever found out, and yet somehow that's ended up in me doing something even worse.
Seriously? Firstly, it's not so you don't need to feel ashamed or frightened or...
You mean...
Oh, well, I'm not saying you don't have to take responsibility. You should tell Primogems to mark down your... Good. Now, back to Savannah.
I have my What happened to me? I've overheard some customers murmuring about how the Hotel de Boer hasn't been the same since Escoffier left.
Now that you mention it, but the difference was so small. I'm sure no one would notice it besides our most loyal...
Still, as head chef, it's easy to see. So many times I've seen her make the cake base over and over again.
Yeah, I've noticed that too. Never really gave it much thought.
Thinking back on it now, it's clear that Savannah's been in a downward spiral ever since Escoffier left.
She wants to prove that she can fill Escoffier's shoes, but after countless setbacks, she's getting more and more unhinged. And at some point along the way, she switched from doubting herself to doubting Escoffier.
Doubting Escoffier? For what?
Yeah, it would explain why she could retain her place as the #1 chef in Fontaine. The only one...
Oh, for goodness sake. What a stupid...
Of course. Then seeing how utterly...
There's still... She might not be on the...
You'd think so.
New head chef, you say?
I wonder, can...
This tastes different from last time. Is it undercooked or something?
Take this. It's a copy of the Codex de Boer. From now on, you will be its keeper. Don't listen to the... Hey, did you hear me? Once I'm gone...
All this time...
I sincerely apologize for putting it... Let's give her the date.
In that case, I'll go and update for Mon.
So, we'll come back tomorrow then.
Whew, that was a long day.
Oh, nice! Macarons or...
Traveler, how much do you know about the snow-winged goose? Every year, they migrate long distances in search of a suitable home. Fontaine poets often use the image of that goose to explore the ideas about... But what those poets don't know is that once the lead goose shows signs... So, the truth is that leadership, with all the responsibilities and pressures that come with it... I guess what I'm cooking is a science, not magic. Given the same ingredients, same recipe, and same environment, I see no reason why two different people shouldn't be able to create the exact same dish. Of course, some people have a more sensitive palate than others, and some people are just born bolder or more conscientious. But these are all variables that can be accounted for with time and practice. I'd have no reason to expect so much from Okay, I've met Anne. Come tomorrow, I'll give her the scolding of her life, pointing out all the mistakes she's made.
Why are we here so... check on her? Oh no, Escaf...
I'm fine. Huh? What happened to my coffee? Did I really drink it all? Alright. Thanks. I appreciate it.
Well, there's cooking facilities here. Or we could just grab a cup of coffee from Cafe Lutece, but either way, hurry!
When will Linny and Lynette do another show?
Exactly. Art is the key ingredient in fine dining.
Hello, what can I get for you? Sure thing, we're here to go. Huh? Oh.
Sure it'll get.
Coffee. Need coffee. I feel much better now. Thank you so much, Traveler and Paimon.
Glad to hear it, but make sure to catch up on your... Wait, what?
I'll save it for whenever.
Escoffier, have you seen Savannah?
Huh? No, not since yesterday.
After seeing her home yesterday, we were all a little concerned about how she was doing. So, I dropped by her place early this morning to check on, only to find an empty house with the doors wide open. I left Alphonse and the others to keep watch at her home, while I checked the Hotel de Bord. I'm worried something bad. If she's not here, then where...
Boss, Escoffier!
Alphonse? You're supposed to be keeping watch at Savannah.
We were, but then, just after you left, we found this stuff in her house.
Oh, looks like a map with a...
Wait a second. This feels familiar. Of course, from the Codex. They're all places that Modeste explored on his adventures. Yeah, but I don't understand. The adventure logs in the Codex are too fragmented to be of any use. How come this...
The Codex de Bord? Then, this place marked in red out at sea. Could that be the fabled birthplace of Gâteau de Bord?
Seriously? So now she set her sights on finding the original recipe and beating Escoffier that way?
Ugh, idiot! Does she have a...
Hold on. There's more. Besides the map, we also found...
It was you. You let the Lumaline through, didn't you? It sounds like a threat letter. Does this mean that Savannah was responsible for the safety incident?
Retrieve the Codex, so the cooking contest and the cheating.
She's keeping...
Ugh, this is all such... First, we thought that Savannah...
You're finally here. Of course. I should have put 2 and 2 together as soon as I read your threat letter. The food safety incident. The demand for a cooking contest. The instruction to blackmail Monica. Even the suggestion that Escoffier was keeping secrets from me. It was all part of your grand...
We should be getting close to the spot marked on the map.
Of all the stupid things she's done, this really takes the cake. The moment we find her, I'm gonna curse the living daylights out of her.
Who's our target this time?
Let's get to work.
Whoa, this place looks like an underwater restaurant.
I think Modeste...
Huh? Some blubber beasts have come to join the party? Aw, they ran off!
that could be easier said than done. Something's blocking...
Well,
Good point.
We prepared a banquet for our shy little guests.
We have to... See, this is why you should always bring snacks. You never...
There's no time for that. Romar...
wait. Blubber beasts or not, are we
Trust me, they'll...
Oh, good question. If we try...
Yes, we can't afford to wait... The tracks turned back again. Ugh, so annoying.
Wow, it's really singing! It must taste better than Paimon thought!
Hey, it's open!
Hey, give me your water.
Here.
I said your...
Sure.
All those years slaving away, not only have I found the ruin that Savelli kept hidden, but I also get to boss you around. Hey, go scout ahead for me. If we need to do any more blast tunneling, I want to know where to lay the explosives. Did you not hear me?
Why don't you do it yourself?
Oh, when did you learn to fight back? You're always so compliant when I give you instructions by letter.
That's because you threatened to expose me for the Lumiline incident.
Ha! Don't be so self-righteous. Admit it, you've always been jealous of Escoffier. That's why you lapped up everything I told you. You were terrified of her finding out about your part in the Lumiline incident, and you resented the way her reputation hung over you. So you jumped at the chance to convince yourself that she was the villain. First, idolization, then jealousy, suspicion, and self-deception. That's what this comes down to. It was the same story with... He offered Modeste his friendship. He promised to explore the world with him, only to later destroy all records of their adventures. It's a miracle I even found this place. You have no idea the countless hours I spent piecing it all together.
I am no Savelli. Nor...
Oh, put a lip... You didn't show any remorse when she left, or...
You're right. I don't deserve her forgiveness.
Ooh.
I somehow doubt that.
What?
Ever since I learned the truth. I've been biding my time, waiting for this moment. You've played me like a fiddle for so long!
But you drank it too!
It's what we both deserve. This is the price we must pay for betraying Escoffier. You'll die here with me, Monica!
You.
What's so...
I saw your dumb
No.
Revenge. You're a lousy chef.
Everything I ever did was a failure. And now, I failed again. For the last time.
Hey, why don't you try your hand at being a comedian in your next life? You got a good laugh out of me.
You should have just done like I asked, Savannah. All I wanted you to do was scout the ruins for me. But you had your chance, and now it's time to say goodbye.
Stop right there!
Let her go, Monica!
Escoffier?
Ugh, looks like a
You can't!
Stay back if you want her alive!
Escoffier and the Traveler. I can't take you both on in combat, but if you so much as flinch, I can end Savannah's life in a heartbeat.
Monica!
Modeste had a secret. The truth behind his so-called genius, the je ne sais quoi factor in his Gâteau de Bourg, and it's right here in these ruins.
Are you...
I couldn't care less about the cake itself.
No, he and Savelli were fools. A priceless treasure of... We're talking about a powerful stimulant that also sharpens the senses. That's no cooking ingredient. It's a groundbreaking drug. That's right. I've done...
Will you listen to...
My eyes are wide open. Just wait till I get my hands on this treasure. You'll see what a fool you've been.
Wait, what's that sound?
Just when I thought she couldn't get any crazier. She's lucky the whole place didn't...
Uh-oh, Savannah's gone too!
Monica must have taken her. Oh, what a coward. She's only taken her hostage because she knows that she's no match for you.
That's true.
Oh, well, our path's been blocked, so let's look for another route. The water looks pretty deep here. Maybe it leads somewhere. They were probably awakened by the explosion just now. Alright, Night Skills 101. Time for some rough chopping.
Yeah! Have a seat.
Another door? Guess we need to prepare another feast for our guests.
A little moose boosh! Off to the freezer!
It seems to really like the texture of Rome maritime flowers.
A little moose boosh! Off to the freezer! A little moose boosh! Gotcha!
I will have order. Stabilize. A moment, please.
I never knew you could process Lumitwol like that. Alright, I've got to jot this down. Lumitwols and maritime flowers. This could open the door to a whole new world.
Yep, that's literally the plan. Wait, hold on. Which door are you talking about?
That's strange. These
Adventurers from last century Fontaine, huh?
By the looks of it, this was a one-person camp. They adventured together, but maybe one. You really think?
Trust our adventurer's instincts. Okay, well, the Traveler has more adventuring experience overall, but Paimon's definitely a pro rummager from all those tricks. Darn it! Paimon was just about to show off her rummaging skill.
Huh, no kidding. Are all adventurers so obsessed with journaling? I mean, I guess I take a lot of notes when I'm cooking as well.
Anyway, let's find out who was here.
It's been years since I've last visited these ruins. It's exactly the way I remember it. Sadly, up above, on dry... The treasure of Remoria. That's what we used to call it. Our limited stock of the substance, he was praised as a genius. While I, as the one person who'd ever disagreed with him, was labeled. Modeste tried his best to console me. Our conversations grew scarce, and we saw less and less of each other. I didn't fight it. He had new friends and a career of his own. I told myself that maybe one day, when I've put these feelings of self-loathing behind me, unfortunately, that...
So it was Savelli. From the sounds of it...
I always thought it was just...
In that case, what does that say?
The taste of Gâteau de Bourg had being the perfectionist that he was, but as he baked and taste tested over and over, it was only when he was sipping on coffee one day and realized he could not taste the bitterness that the truth finally dawned on him. What had changed was not the gâteau, but his sense of taste. The treasure of Remoria stimulates the senses, taste included, and invigorates the spirit. In the short term, it offers people the ultimate gourmet experience, but in the long term, it dulls their senses entirely. In hindsight, it made perfect sense. After all, over the course of his many culinary experiments, Modeste exhausted the remaining supply of the treasure of Remoria. The finest culinary talent of his generation now faced a future in which he would never be able to taste anything ever again. Finally, and because we had become estranged, I could not be there to stop him, to offer some words of comfort, or even, yet despite everything.
The treasure of Remoria? Guess Monica was really onto something. It really was a kind of drug.
So, Modeste chose to also... Neither...
Modeste told me everything in his Did he hope I would gain? But if the public ever learned how Modeste's greatest triumph became his undoing, his fall from grace would be swift, and what would be his legacy then? How would future generations view everything we built together? I fear the scorn I have faced these last years would pale in comparison to... I cannot let that... I will do what I must. It may lead his family to I would rather the world believe... The final loose end is the evidence here. At the bottom of the sea.
Huh?
So we thought...
The treasure of Remoria. Savelli, you tried your best to bury the truth, but you underestimated the children of Modeste. But I have to think. But now, finally, the secret to Remoria's military might is within my grasp. The treasure of Oh, it's...
Monica? Oh, we were seconds to...
Escoffier?
Savelli's final act! He wanted to conceal the secret of the treasure forevermore and make sure it would never harm anyone again. So he came here after his friend's death and destroyed every last shred that remained.
This can't be happening. All the years I spent piecing together the truth. All that for an...
Monica, don't do anything stupid. This ruin is more dangerous than you realize.
Oh, shut
your pie hole!
Praise be to you, barbarian.
She's a nutcase! A liability to herself and everyone else! Well, now it's up to us to clean up the mess she's made. Take these golems out!
Yeah.
Ah! Why is this place still shaking? Either way, enough chit-chat.
Okay, I'm coming.
Oh, no you don't. If I can't get what I want, neither will any of you. I've got nothing to show for my life's work so far. But if I can take another so-called genius down with me in my final moment, then it was all worth it.
You're a psych...
When did you...
I may be a lousy chef, but it looks like I'm not a complete waste of space.
Escoffier! Savannah!
Primogems, what are you all doing?
What did you expect us to do? Stay at the restaurant and sit on a merry...
We had to do something.
It was my fault. Escoffier had to leave. Come back, Escoffier.
Okay, so everything I said...
Huh?
If you were that bad, why would all your staff show up?
Escoffier's right.
Things were pretty...
Our customers know at the end of the day.
No,
Well, about that...
It's been a while, Chef Savannah.
Firmal? I'm so sorry, but...
Actually, I think I'm going to be...
Huh?
We thought Firmin's problem was... And as it turns out...
No way!
It can. A small dose might simply make a person more emotional.
No wonder it seems...
I asked my friends at the Fontaine Research Institute about it. They said that with the low dose I was taking, the risks are pretty small. They also fixed me up with some meds and said, well, that's what happens. There's...
You mean...
Oh, so that's why Savannah's been so irritable this whole...
Let's not be too quick to blame everything on... So you better make sure you reflect on your behavior.
I will. I'm sorry. Is it just...
It's because the heating element...
What?
I felt like something was off during the cooking contest. Once I got around to checking all the equipment, I noticed it right away. There was a half-degree discrepancy between the temperature setting and the all the ovens in the whole kitchen had the same problem. Which I would have figured it out the day of the bake-off, since...
No. I spent so long trying to find out. It all comes back.
Oh, cut it out! Do you know how long I spent perfecting my Gâteau de Bourg? 3 years! And you've been head chef now. You clearly have no idea, genius or not. Everyone makes... You're only a lousy... Surely you haven't...
I have...
Ha-ha!
What up?
So you got your mojo back?
Yeah.
Friends again!
Good. So now that's out of the way. It's time for payback. You cheated in our last bake-off, and I demand a rematch.
But that was mostly Monica's fault.
Right. And also...
No excuses. So grab your spatula and get ready, because this rematch is happening to...
Hey, so,
The second cooking contest commences now!
This time, no more games, and no holding back!
I feel like I don't have the right to be here.
Hey, what are you so afraid of? You can't unbake it now. And if you don't serve it, then good or bad, you'll never find out how to improve. If you're too scared to fail, you'll never know what real success tastes like. So?
Embrace your failure. Taste it. Digest it. That's the way to success.
I don't know. Sounds like it's easier said than done.
I'll do it.
The results are in! A landslide victory!
Quite rightly, too.
Oh yeah, look at that! Savannah looks...
Now, where were we? I thought Navia would have filled you in. I had two reasons for leaving. One was the food safety incident, of course, but the other was that the Hotel de Boer had reached a point where it didn't need me anymore. So I decided to step...
Improve!
Well, a while back, I got to know a fellow chef from Liyue, and in her, I saw so many new possibilities. She has that same adventurous spirit that Modeste and Sibeli had in their youth. Slime mucus, lizard tails. There's a whole world of new flavors out there waiting to be explored, hiding away in ingredients. Case in point, remember those Romaritime flowers down in the ruins?
What? Paimon didn't know...
Half of the art of cooking is dissecting the recipes of previous chefs and figuring out the exact constellation of elements that gave their work its signature taste. And the other half, it lies in freeing yourself from the confines of the...
Uh-oh. Paimon's...
In the meantime...
All right!
Oh, of course.
Surely Monica... She practically dedicated her...
Since you mentioned the treasure, between the so-called treasure of Remoria was most likely a substance that the Remoria...
Huh?
Don't forget, it was... And as for the Lumiline, even if Sibeli had...
So after all that, feels strange to say about Paimon...
Hey! Huh? You just got back from the... Did you see anything like this down? Experts say...
Wait! Isn't
If only...